that bad?
That is
Fuck that. Is that fucked
insane,
up?
but
Is that fucked
listen, I'll
up?
let you get away with it. That's
Hey,
insane, but
we're rush
you
hour
get the
threeing this
pass.
boy. We're rush hour threeing. Hey, say what's up to the homie with the most, the homie Damien.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
man.
I want everybody to know right now that I'm not wearing socks.
Hey, that's okay. It's not as long as you don't wear them to bed. I think that's when people have a big problem with them. For some reason, like if you wear socks when you're sleeping, I think people think you like men or something like that. That's what I've heard.
That should be
I,
illegal.
I personally have worn socks to bed, so I don't like men. But just putting it out there, I have done it. I don't think it's a bad thing. It just, I guess sometimes when you like think about it, like you're going to sleep and now you
Dude,
had a
my
really long
headphones just
day.
popped out. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Listen, if you're going to sleep, like, look, you had a long day. I had a long day at work the other day, and I decided to just not take my socks off. I just fell into bed. That's it. My socks were still on. I think the shoes were on too, actually. So that was kind of nasty. I woke up
Oh,
like at
shoes on. Okay, you don't take your shoes off when you go in the house?
I used to when my family and my home we used to actually do that, but when I get moved out, I just stopped. I'll probably do it again when I have like move in like my own place by myself again. But it's just
Yeah,
like it
see,
was
I
so
know
much
your floor is
hassle.
dirty as well.
Bro, whoa. I sweep and vacuum, brother. Actually, I don't want to vacuum. I'm lying. I sweep a lot at least. So it's not at no, it is dirty actually. You know, you got it. But that's okay. But that's a custom I learned from my old household. But I don't know why I just stopped doing it in my here. I just go upstairs and I'm like, oh fuck it. But please take your shoes off when people come in the house. But
Yes,
listen,
thank you.
that's his custom. Where you learn that from, buddy?
What you mean
This
where I
a
learned it from?
this just home rule or like no one like taught you kind of
That's
thing
like
like that?
an Asian thing. Well, not even an Asian
Etiquette.
thing. It's like a foreign, not American thing.
I
It's
mean,
just it's just typical to like
etiquette.
not wear shoes inside somebody's house.
They're like it's like an etiquette kind of thing, like oh, like how people have like table manners kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
because it's like you don't want to bring the dirt of the outside inside.
very respectful, honestly. Jeez, I was like, is there any
I
other
mean, you
customs
see it
like
in
this?
anime. You know how like they have that area where they take off their shoes when they go into school or whatever, and then they switch out their shoes in the locker.
True, but then the Japanese people, I like their culture. I'm not saying Japanese people in general, but like their culture for school, like they're very like clean, like they're clean, like their school basis. There's no janitors, I'm pretty sure, for like a lot of those schools. So the students are usually like mopping up,
There,
sweeping,
yeah,
doing
there are
all the other
janitors,
stuff,
yeah, but it is the responsibility of students to clean up
which is kind of
after
cool.
themselves.
I don't know why we don't do that actually a little bit. I mean we're pretty badass over here, but like
Because imagine trying to tell some American kids, yeah, you got to pick up after yourself. They're gonna be like, man, fuck you, teach.
that's
Fuck you,
crazy to think
teach.
about. But like I don't know. I wish we had that, just a little bit of that because I don't know. I told you did I tell you my bad roommate stories? I think I did.
You
Right.
told me a few. Which
Yeah, it
one?
is. The one that the guy didn't that like rolled up a blunt on my desk and then like didn't clean the guts and he just left. He was a trashy roommate. It was
On your
dirt
desk?
everywhere. Yeah, bro. In my room. That shit was it was crazy. It was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I had to fight him. Not like fight him physically, but I had to like attack him with words and I felt bad
Call
about
them
it
out,
later.
yeah,
Yeah, because I was like,
yeah.
hey bro, you're dirty. You leave a pot in the sink for like 6 days. 6 days? A
Oh, I
week?
think you did tell me about this person. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a sick bastard, but the etiquette stuff's kinda nice, but
Yeah.
let me get into you. Let me take a piece of Damien
Get into me.
and get a little piece of him.
Oh,
Well,
brother.
listen, bruh. So I know you've been a musician for some time. Have you always been like a lover of music? To be honest, like playing instruments, something
Yeah,
like that. Like
yeah.
high school. There's like somebody like did they have like official lessons like piano or like guitar lessons or you just like kind of grabbed onto it like randomly?
Yeah, so, the first instrument I learned how to play was piano because my mom made me take piano lessons when I was 3 or 4, I think,
Damn.
and then, after that, I learned how to play the viola and the violin because I played in my school's orchestra at, like I was, like, 9 or something, and then I started playing the guitar at 13, and then since then, I learned a whole bunch of other instruments, like drums and stuff.
You just been all around it. It's just like through
Yeah, since the
like
beginning.
outside of the lessons. What would you say like are those like was like any influence that like parental like grandparents? Of course, you had your mom telling you to do lessons, but like were there like actual like, things you liked about the music more than just the oh just do the class kind of thing? 'Cause I feel like a lot of parents just kind of force their kids into like doing certain things like sports or this or that, but they don't really love it, but then they learn to love it over time, kind of thing. Was that anything for you?
Um So, you're asking if I had, like, a personal interest in
Yeah,
music
yeah.
outside of, like, getting it. Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I
Oh,
always like listening to music. Um, yeah, ever since I was just, like even, like, from before I could remember, when I was, like, an infant or whatever, my parents would be playing music in the house and stuff. My dad's a big fan of the Beatles, you know what I'm saying? So
ew.
they'd always play, the vi he said, "Ew." Always play the vinyl records in the house. Yeah,
Damn,
so because yeah, so I was forced to get well, quote unquote "forced" to get lessons for piano, but I think I would've ended up learning it anyway just because I like playing it, so
damn. And do you have particular instruments like you like really like gravitate towards? Just like I know now you're like more of a digital person, like online, but like
yeah.
what do you like go? What is your go-to instrument? Like I would say, like is it still a guitar? Or is it like would
I
you
would
like?
say guitar is my favorite instrument to play, but I think I'm better at playing the piano. Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
better
can I hear some real quick?
just hold on.
Wait, we got a little musical.
Wait, I have to find my guitar. Hold on. Ugh, wait.
Let's go. We're here. Gotta hit some. Gotta get a little recital, a little solo for us. Play Tingle Twinkle Little Star. Play some anime, dude. Like,
It's not plugged in.
oh, really?
Is it even in tune?
Well, I heard that.
Hold on. Ooh, that's so out of tune. There. That's the song you get.
Hey, that was
One
enough
C
for
chord.
me. He can play. He can play. Listen, I'm a
Oh
big
my god,
guitar.
another one. All right.
Ooh. Okay. Nah, man. Jeez, that takes a like. Only reason I feel like learning instruments is like really cool. It's I feel like a lot of things require like a lot in life for like a good amount of dedication, and I feel like music is one of those disciplines. Just like I would say like cooking or something like that. It takes like years to really like. And at first, it's like, oh damn, I can learn like maybe I can grasp the technique, but like to really like make my own and like really enjoy it and make my own like art from it, it's another level, I guess. And it kind of like it feels different. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it truly, but it's just I always have a lot of respect for people that can do that type of stuff. To be honest, I mean I can play a little bit, but like I I'm out of practice. I don't have the love for it, the zeal for it anymore. But shit, trying to start a
Yeah, it's one
band.
of those things that takes like I mean, you can learn how to play an instrument well enough in a pretty short amount of time, but to like really, really be good at it takes like years.
The technique. But, you
Yeah.
know, you said you did the music. Did you go to like school for that, like Loki, or just like after high school, you just kind of like just started experimenting for like music
Nah,
and like
most of it
stuff
was
like that?
self-taught.
Oh,
The only like official stuff was like I said, I had a private piano tutor, and then I played in my school orchestra, so we had like a teacher teaching us, but everything else was self-taught.
damn. You learned all that from like just self taught is kind of crazy. Okay,
Well, it took a
jeez.
while, and I was
Um,
it's not like I was like a god when I started, but
you making it sound like you were a guy like just typing on the motherfucker. You said, "Hey, I think I like this. Like this key fits here. This part." It's kind of like just constructing your like own building in a way, like for the music to flow kind of
well,
correctly.
but
Like,
okay, but
hmm.
that's different because like
Oh,
learning
really?
music theory, like learning code, like or chords and like the notes and scales, you could be a pretty successful musician without knowing all the technical stuff. But the technical, like music theory, definitely helps. But that you actually got to kind of like study for, and
Damn,
that's what I learned from lessons. Yeah.
are you doing music currently doing music theory right now, or just kind of like learning more about it as you grow through like just
I mean, I know
practicing
it.
with it?
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'd be forgetting, like just because I don't use it so much anymore. Because yeah, because like uh, I used to be able to read sheet music for like orchestra, but I'm already forgetting like how to read notes and stuff.
There's no like is music theory like more or less like the phenomenon of like how sounds and like things are like organized, or is it like okay, this is how a song is meant to be played, but like this also could all like it's like its own meaning, like it has its own interpretation kind of thing. Like when you read like a passage, like well, the author intends for this, but this is what I think could happen as well, or kind of like
That's
that.
like interpret. That's like that would be more like music. I guess that is music theory too, but music theory is more like the technical aspect. So like you would know that this is a C major chord. This is a G major chord. And then like just knowing what C major means is like the musical theory because like you can know that a chord sounds like this, without knowing what the name of the actual chord is, right? Like you can like I bet there are like so many professional pop stars out there, musicians who don't know like what note this is, right? But if you do know, then it kind of helps you in like songwriting because if you know chord progressions like C, F to G is a common chord progression, but you don't really need to know that's like a technical thing, you know what I mean?
Like, it's
So
not
it's
gonna make
like
your music. It makes it better in like composing for yourself, but like as like
yeah,
an
it helps
like
to know,
person.
yeah.
But like when you're just like trying to just learn something, it's like, well, I don't really need to like add like this complexity just yet. I just need to know what a G chord is, but like I
Yeah,
don't need to
because
know
you know
how it
how
sounds and flows, kind of thing.
yeah, because even, like, the normal layperson will know, like, "Okay, this song is in the key of A minor." But it's like, what does that really mean? That doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything to the normal person, right? But to a musician, okay, if it's an A minor, it has these notes in it, and these notes sound a certain way, and when you put them together, you know, you get a good song.
Yeesh,
That's
okay.
basically just music theory, yeah.
The music scholar, goddamn it. Hey, teaching me more than I knew. I've heard of chord progressions just from like guitar, and I was actually when I was actually learning when I was trying to actually get like because of course anime music has like a lot of those chord progressions and like their music for
Yeah,
guitar. So I'm like, damn,
yeah.
these are fire. Like, how do these like sound correctly, and how do you do that? I was like, this is actually really hard and complicated. I know the instrument a little bit, but I don't know enough to get right into the meat of it and like have like a
Yeah.
deep, complex conversation about it. But I do think it's fast. Another fascinating aspect of it is that music theory, but also like how music kind of like in itself kind of tells its own story. Sometimes like somebody could like
Mhm.
put a song together. Like of course you play video games, of course, like Persona and stuff like that. Like their music is like by shit Soji Meguro and everybody like and honestly, there's so many artists that work on those type of games. Like can't even name them all, but how they compose the music so like it fits with the game and fits with the story, and also like it builds upon each other. Like doing these like layers. I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I'm copywriting Persona right now, but that's my goat. Other
Hey.
games do it. All right, jeez. But you said you switched. You doing music for a while. Have you? Will you switch? How did you switch to like YouTube, honestly, and like get out of it, or just do it like half this way kind of thing? Like you told me before that you're kind of still working with music, but like you still, of course, upload to YouTube and have fun with that.
I was about to say I didn't switch at all. I'm still a full-time music producer, sound engineer. I
Hey,
just do YouTube for fun.
yes, ah, damn. Well, that
Yeah.
ruined my question.
Well, but if you're asking
Yeah,
how I
yeah,
switched
yeah,
into
yeah.
YouTube, I literally just, one day I was like, "Wouldn't it be funny if I recorded myself talking about anime openings?" And then all of a sudden it got like 100K views, and I was like, "Oh, okay, well, the rest is history from there."
True. I feel like everybody has like their own complex, like goals. Like, oh my god, I started YouTube because I saw like this guy, and I'm like, you know what? I was doing something totally different out of this field, and I just
Oh,
decided it was
actually, you know
cool.
what? This is gonna be a first time reveal on your
Ooh,
channel. You got the channel
ooh,
exclusive.
yes,
I
sir.
actually made my first YouTube video in, like, 2017 or 2016 or something. It was when, Star Wars: The Last Jedi came out, and I recorded a
Oh,
review of the movie, and it was called, it's deleted off YouTube now, but it was called "Why You Hated Star Wars: The Last Jedi for All the Wrong Reasons." It got, like, 500 views or something, like, 97% dislike ratio. It was, like, all dislikes, and all the comments were like, You don't deserve more subscribers," and I was like, "Damn, alright. Y'all got."
so you know what? I taste the internet hate. Honestly, that movie wasn't bad to me. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
I
I
liked it,
didn't.
that's why I wanted to defend it,
I
but I
did
guess
not
everybody
like it.
hated it.
But the way that people were like frogging their mouth trying to hate it was insane. Felt a little misogynistic. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, all right, guys,
I
listen.
mean, well,
Ray's not good, but like, she's not terrible either. Just because,
I liked the movie, I thought it was fun.
yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Damn. So that was your little dip in the internet toe. But is that what you made? What made you just randomly like start doing it after that? Like you had that thought, then you like later I was like, oh, I can make a video about talking about this kind of stuff, or just talking about anime
I
openings.
guess because that was a while ago, and it was just meant to be a one-off thing. I think I think doing the anime opening reactions later, I mean, I would say that was kinda unrelated. It was just an idea I had one day because that was still during, quarantine and stuff. So, everybody was just trying out whatever back then, yeah, it was like, why not?
Beast, and he had a music. Of course, that musical background kind of helped you out, like push you to. like I guess different heights. Like, oh, I guess I about to analyze music from a sound engineer perspective.
Yeah,
Instead
because
of
that was
like,
kind of the origin of when people were starting to do, like, blank reacts to something. It's like doctor reacts to anime or whatever, and so I was like, "Oh, let me do, musician reacts to stuff."
and do you like? I was to talk to like more of a music question. Do you like what side of music do you like really drift toward? Of course, like hip hop and like rap are like really prominent. But like, are you like more of a classical style? Like, still like remember like you said violin. I guess I was trying to like where does that really lead to? You know, like are you orchestra styled or just whatever music really fits like whatever you're trying to do? It's kind of like that. I know you said you were influenced by Kanye and like other artists like that.
Yeah,
So
I would say my favorite genre is, it probably is still is hip hop. I would say either hip hop or indie rock.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know you were indie rocker like that, buddy. Show me
Hey, man.
something. Show me something. I want to see
This
that.
is about to become like a
Yeah,
mini concert on your
I'm like,
channel, dude.
I need the stuff for me, for but listen, I don't know. It's just, I feel like me and Damien is just, we're two kindred souls, honestly, in this
I
spot.
think we are, yeah.
I think we just like the same stuff. That's why I feel like sometimes, like our collabs, I didn't know. I'm like, damn, I don't even know what to ask. I feel like I know most of the stuff about Damien Loki. Like, I don't even ask like an appropriate, real question.
Well, you
Like,
gotta let the viewers
yeah,
know.
like
You know,
let
but
I don't. But like, if I know, it's half. Knowing's half the battle for me. You know,
mm,
I need more. But
okay.
I feel that. Any crazy stories from? I know you said you lived in L.A. How was that? Honestly, I want to know about the L.A. Damien. How did we?
LA was such a weird time, bro. Because it was like a 2, 3-year period, and I don't even remember half of it. It's one of those where it's like, so many things happen, and that was when I was, like, drinking a lot, like, almost every day, so I was like, I don't even remember half the things that happened in LA. That's why, like, I don't know if anybody follows me on Twitter, but I'll post random pictures from when I was in LA, and I legitimately don't remember taking these pictures, and, like, friends will send them to me. They'll be like, "Hey, remember when you did this? And remember that one time we went to, like, Malibu?" And I'm like, "No, I don't remember that at all."
Damn. So you were just an alcoholic, like severely.
Well,
Damn.
yeah, that and then, like, so many things happened. It's just a big blur,
I
but it was a
said,
good time.
hey, I was like thinking about like how did that really? I guess the alcohol like part of it was like it was fun. I guess you're pretty young at that time. I guess too. You know, no age reveal distinction. You know, but you sound like
Mm,
you sound like you're pretty
sure,
young. It's like
sure,
you
sure.
went. You don't sound like you're 40. Something like something a 45-year-old would do. You know, it's like you're about
Well, depends on what kind of 45-year-old. There's some
true.
weirdos out there.
It's not like you were young, but how did that really like impact like how you like view things? Alcohol is like nice, but I don't know. Like drinking that excessively for that long, like you're saying you're not remembering parts of like your life. I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, sheesh, that's 2 or 3 years just kind of gone.
It is, yeah. It is
But
crazy.
how did it make you like kind of change? Like, really just move? What made you kind of move back to your hometown? No spoilers, no doxing.
Um, well, everybody knows I live in Chicago, so that's fine. But, well, I think it was mostly just a money thing. It's expensive living in LA. I was pretty broke back then. I think if I had the money I had, like, that I'm making now, I could easily go back and live in LA. But, at the time, because I was just talking to one of my old friends about this anyway. It's like, you really in order to get the LA experience that they kinda sell to you in movies and TVs and music, you really gotta have money. And that's applicable for a lot of places in the world, but it's especially applicable for LA, where you gotta have money just to do anything. Otherwise yeah,
You're just kind of cooked, you know, just sitting there.
yeah.
Just I guess I'll.
Because it makes it even worse because 'cause you're living next to the people that do have money, like, you're just, like, a few feet away from Hollywood where everybody's, like, filming TikToks on Phantoms on the street, and it's like, everybody in the club is throwing bands and sitting in the VIP section, and you're like, "I really don't got it like that."
Damn, that's that's crazy. It's like the lifestyle, like the true life that you see online to like your regular life. Like you see, like you're just
Yeah,
like I'm working
exactly.
my
You're,
nine to
like, just
five.
you're right next to it all the time, and you're just reminded constantly about how broke you are.
That is that's like a psyop. That's like a government experiment almost. Like, hey, look at all the rich people, bunny. Bum
Yeah.
ass nigga. It's like the guy just sitting on the floor with no food. It's like, well, if you grind hard enough, you could be up here. So, damn. Like, you don't leave LA for the people or anything like that? There was none like big issues with, like people down there. That's what I've heard a lot of people talk about when they talk about Los Angeles or like either anywhere to Southern California. Just like, oh, the people were kind of shitty. I was like, I sometimes feel like as a coke, I'm like, that kind of shitty people everywhere, but like maybe there's more over there, I guess, because there's money involved. But
Yeah, no, that was part of it too. It is nobody I knew personally because I made a lot of really good friends in LA and I met a lot of really cool people, but there is definitely a culture of very and a lot of these aren't the people who are actually from LA. They're transplants who come from other parts of the country like me, and they come with this very, um, Hollywood star-studded mindset where
famous.
they're there to make it, right? So they're willing to crawl on top of anybody, push people down just to make it because that's what they came there for, right? So those are the kind of people where it's like, yeah, I don't want to associate with them. So in a way, yeah, those kind of shallow, clout chasing people definitely turned me off too. But luckily, the people I knew and the people I personally hung out with were cool. So
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
God. And restarting like your, I guess not really a restart if you're going back home and just like, oh, I'm just living in the city again. How does that
Mhm.
like change your minds? Because I feel like a lot of people like once they do something like that big and like they don't make it, it's like, well, I failed at everything kind of thing. Like, how did you not like feel like down or in the dumps for like leaving like that like kind of like success in a way? I don't even know if it was successful. I was just saying like it sounds like it was a interesting time in your life.
Yeah, no, I definitely felt that way for a little bit. I was like, "Dang, I really came back even more broke than I came there with." But,
Ah! Mhm.
I think I was more relieved to be out of LA. I think that was the more of the feeling. I was like, "Okay, I hated it over there. I'm glad I'm out. Just it's just time to start over." Well, not even start over. It's just time to just really lock in and just do what I need to do.
That's what you've done. Do you own like your own like studio kind of thing, or is it like just
Yeah, I do.
like with the
Yeah.
equipment kind of thing? Like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, so you big baller. You like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a big it's not like, OVO studios or nothing, but it's like it's a nice little spot.
Yeah, turn that shit up real quick, Turbo.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, damn, that's a big compliment on its own to like have that type of like business, just like at your own leisure, like outside of course the content creation, YouTube stuff that you just do like when you really feel like it. To have like your
Yeah.
own schedule, just like hey, I have a list of people I know that can come through. They have this amount of time, like I'm kind of good, you know.
Mhm.
Maybe not always good, but like I'm chilling. If I want to do it, I can. If I don't, it's easy to move on. That type of freedom feels extremely liberating and probably like financially too. I guess for yourself. Holy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fun to be able to just do YouTube whenever. That's why I look at some of our content creator friends that we both know, and it's like, "Damn, y'all are really grind." Like, I always think about what it would be like to do content full time, and it's like, "Damn, that's kinda crazy." I don't know if it'd be fun anymore, but I don't know.
I feel like it's a bit of both sometimes. Like I'm not full time at any capacity with this stuff, but like I can see if I would for myself, and I talk like basically everybody, like most people in the sphere that do it have it full time. It seems like it is a lot, but like the best feeling, just like the entrepreneur feeling for yourself, is like just having that freedom to like say like, well, I could do this video if you want, but like if you're really
Mhm.
like struggling, like of course like YouTube is its own like algorithm, so it's really hard to like really know. But once I don't know how to explain it, but I guess it's really hard to know what's like good to post. So that feeling is probably gives people a lot of anxiety, like, oh, this is gonna do well. If it doesn't do well, it's gonna flop. I'm gonna lose all my money, kind of thing. It's like it's always
Yeah,
like a gamble, low key. It's kind of sick when I think about. It's like, oh, it's a
yeah,
casino, it's a roulette. Even if I put all this time and effort to a video and it doesn't do well, like, am I cooked? Are people
yeah,
stop going and watching? But I feel like once you have enough trust for like your audience and like the people who really watch you, like so you have a good amount of supporters. I think you're always going to be fine with this kind of thing. Once you really stick your foot in the ground, the only thing that really happens to people that don't really, I guess, really succeed in this area, a lot of times it's just like they're kind of always trying to pivot to somewhere. It's like, oh, this is not, it's not. It's the same thing with any other industry, low key. It's like
yeah, you definitely need a niche.
if you're always trying to go look the other way, it's like, where's your grounding? How do you feel like you're
Mhm.
secure in anything if you can't really rely on anybody? And people only here for like, oh, I like you because you do opening, or like, I like you because you do this. Like, oh, I like you because I like you. Like, and that's I think you've done that for yourself too as well for like this YouTube. Like a lot of people like you did the JoJo escapades. Everybody had that like
Yeah.
spurt, but like staying after that, like falling out those people leaving, it's like, well, now I consolidated the people that really enjoy me for me, and I'll make videos, talking about whatever.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I'm pretty happy with where my channel's at right now. Even if it never grew again, I'm like, "Oh, I'm pretty happy with this," yeah.
no,
Obviously, I
that's
would like it to grow, but I'm not really tripping over it.
Jeez, but damn, no. I think it's interesting to see it, bro. Like even my own journey, like see like how this is kind of like worked out. Like
Your channel's doing a lot in
switching.
the past just few months.
Listen, I believe some it's definitely grown, but not not like it's not like I don't know. It's not good or bad. I guess for me, I'm just like I'm observing what's good. What's like what works. I'm like this is fun. If I don't have fun with it, I'm just not gonna do it half the time. Like if this is boring, I'm like
Yeah, same.
nah, this is kind of trash. If I want to talk about some like anime, we want to rate some more feet.
Hey, they say they want a part 2 for that video.
Hey, we can do some NTR feet. I mean, not NTR. I don't know what I
Oh,
just said.
all right. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
We can rate hentai models. What can you watch a good amount of hentai, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So we can rate some hentai like episodes. Like, what do you think about like what? I don't want to say like the one that everybody knows. At least there's a couple.
Metamorphosis?
Yeah, I was like a metamorphosis. I mean, that's pretty.
That's not even that crazy.
It's
It's
not that
crazy,
good.
but it's not that crazy.
Yeah, I've seen worse. I've seen worse.
Way worse.
I feel like some of them need to be like actually tamed a little bit. Like there's some wild ass hentai like people make and like get animated. I'm like, oh god, like is this
There are some
is it
crazy, like
legal?
the mangaka for Nagatoro, the stuff he used to make. We don't even need to talk about that, man.
Shit, my brother just came. I was like, wait, stop.
Tell him to hop in. Tell him to hop in, man.
What you need? Oh damn, he already did. What's up? Nah, I heard you thing about hentai, so I said FBI. Hey, listen, the hentai's not bad, man. I'm sorry. You heard something good. I'm like, sir.
I've never even seen your brother before.
He's me. He looks like he talks like me, and he's light.
He looks like you. Oh,
he's like if I didn't have dreads and like light skin. I don't know. He's lighter. He has lighter skin, 100%, and then like he's like a little bit more taller than me.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first met y'all, I thought you and Sammy were related.
I mean,
Because I heard that you guys were, yeah.
We are brothers. That is my that's my solid man. Fuck with that guy.
Hey, shout out Sammy was here.
Shout out Sammy. Hey, shout out the whole realist. One day we're gonna go back. One day, I mean.
Yeah, shout out Maddie. Shout out Don. Jack.
Everybody in the gang. Y'all doing well. I'm happy for y'all. But damn, man. Let me see. I had something else to say, but I forgot it. I literally forgot the question because he bombarded me with
the notes, bro. What happened to
the notes? Are gone, bro. Damon, you answered. There's no notes on us. I lied. There's no notes. I don't do these.
Before we started recording, this dude was like, "Let me prep my notes real quick," and now he talking about he got no notes. Oh hell no!
I just put up the damn screen and started talking. That's what I usually do. And like the conversation, it's whatever the conversation. I'll ask questions like about like history and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. There's not really a detailed list because I feel like if I get too like it's like scripting. If you like script too much, like you sound robotic and sound like, oh, so what is this? And then sometimes the questions don't always align for what the discussion is going. So I'm like, I'm not just gonna have four. I have like big ones that I think like there's things I'm curious about that I think people would be like to know. I'm like, oh, that's pretty interesting. But like I don't.
Yeah, you want it to be a little natural.
Yeah, like what type of food do you like, bro?
I like a good ribeye steak, or I like fried chicken.
Steak, really? Are you medium? Are you talking medium type of dude?
I'm a medium rare to rare to medium rare. I like it bloody. Not for you.
Yeah, fuck no. Like that shit fucking well done. Cook that shit up.
Burn it. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people who judges people for doing well done steak. You can eat your food however you want.
And I feel bad for judging you about your raw meat intake. Pause.
I think that's so cool because you know how like people on food TikTokers are like, if you cook your steak well done, like don't even bother coming to my cookout. I'm like, bro, who cares, dude? It's just like you don't have to eat it that way.
Stop yucking my yum. I heard that from my bosses. One of my bosses.
Pretentious.
Honestly, I would say I'm a foodie. I'm a foodie, definitely. But you
can't be no foodie eating your steak well done, bro. I'm just kidding.
I just like the way it tastes. I like it because I know how meat cooks. Like internally, like a rare steak is not raw at all, like by any chance. And you ever heard of like tartar, like shrimp tartar, and like stuff like the beef tartar? Like
there's beef tartar. Yeah, you could literally eat it raw.
Yeah, you can literally eat it raw. So there's nothing wrong with eating it like that. To be honest, it's actually probably a little more healthy than you sometimes cooking, depending on where you're at. Not saying go. Don't grab a random deer and start eating it, bro. You're sick.
Yeah, that probably won't turn out well for you.
But like a little steak, a little bite of that, a little tuna. You eat tuna fish, bro. Remember that. That's not
right.
cooked.
People eat sushi. Yeah.
Hey, sushi. I have a complex relationship with sushi, honestly. Like while I do
Love
like it,
sushi.
I've had really bad sushi and like fish dishes in general in my life.
Well, yeah, you
So
can't be buying, like, that gas station sushi that's, like, that $5 sushi, bro.
hey, I know what you know what Kroger is? Kroger?
Yeah,
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 I love
convenience store.
their sushi is pretty good. I feel it's a little overpriced sometimes. It's like $20.
I've
I'm
never
like,
had it.
damn. I'm like, but hey,
$20 for nah, that's kind of insane, I'm not
bro,
gonna
it's
lie.
like I get like more than one pack, so it's like usually like it's like 10, 15 low key, but like I be
10,
stacking up.
15 per pack?
Yeah, about 10. I think the California was like $10. I think about
And you
$10.
buy
Like
multiple packs?
yeah, it's like 10 of them. So it's like,
That's still kind of a lot,
and
but
they have like sales basically. Like so, it's like you buy like this
is it
pack buy
good,
one.
though?
It's pretty good. I've had better at like one of my friends showed me like a place like that's a little farther away that has good sushi, but that was better. But like I don't really know like I haven't like I said I'm kind of biased. I don't really have like a good barrier to like judge sushi on. Like a restaurant sushi could be good this day, but like it could be bad the other day. So I'm like
Well,
it's not
because
consistent
you
enough
have
for
to have
me.
had actual good like, what's the best sushi you've had? You have to have, like, restaurant quality, like,
That was
sushi chef sushi.
that's what it was a restaurant, but it wasn't like quality. Like it was quality for what at the price it was. It was like pretty good, but like it's nothing like I would say like going to like a Japanese sushi bar, like a place that only
'Cause
does
that's the thing
sushi.
that'll change your view on sushi, when you have, like, actual good Japanese sushi made by a good sushi I can't even say sushi chef.
Sushi
It's a
chef.
hard word to say.
So
Yeah.
we got Japan trips, you know. I'll
Yeah.
be
That's
there.
the first thing you gotta do.
I'll get
It's the first thing you
sushi.
gotta do.
I gotta eat ramen, some actual authentic ramen. I've had some good ones over in the States, but you know, it's different
That's
once
another
you
thing. Once you have, like, real good, well-made, high quality ramen, it'll change your life.
do you have any like really like bad stories of like being like on YouTube like in your early days, like just comedy or something like that? I don't know. I feel like I feel like you have some interesting, but like you're not a person that like I feel like really focuses on that type of stuff energy. Like when somebody
You
maybe
said bad stories?
like a really like a weird
Like
comment
horror stories? Or,
like
oh, weird
a
comments?
comedy
I
like
get
a
weird
really
comments every day, bro.
but like a really like one that like kind of like left you like what the fuck like what is that like what is I don't know. I feel like everybody has their pick of the meal, and like some people have better or worse days with them, but like not many people have like,
Um,
damn, this guy might be like mentally ill or something. I don't know.
I mean, I've definitely gotten bad comments, but I don't really get offended reading comments because, like, there are some that I've read that maybe to other people would be like it would ruin their day, but I'm just like, "Alright, whatever."
He
But
said, "Actually, I don't work here. Actually,
yeah, it's like, "Alright, cool, bro."
thank you for
Like,
insult." Mhm.
if you go on my most disliked YouTube video, which is the Bleach reacting musician reacts to all Bleach openings,
God.
which is my most disliked video, you will see some of the most and I made sure because you know how when you, get a comment on YouTube, you can choose to approve or disapprove of it if it's
Yeah,
too, like,
yeah.
crazy? I always approve every single one. I want people to see these comments on there, even if it's I'm like, "Go in there, just scroll through," and it's some of the
Yeah.
wildest things people will say to me
God
just because
damn.
I don't like their favorite anime opening.
Honestly, I would say, do you? We said this good before, but do you think anime fan bases have like the lowest media literacy? You think out of all like
Yeah.
media in general? I think they.
Yeah, if you tell me that you like anime, I automatically assume you're, like, 10 IQ points lower than average.
I think you're right because it's just like I don't know. I've seen like a lot of interesting takes, and for most part, I think if somebody says something like I don't like about me, I'm like, you know what? Let me see. They might be right because I know I'm not always right about things. Like, oh, let me see like how they really interpret it. But I'm like, well, how did you get that? Like somebody will tell me like something they read the story. I'm like, okay, the story's saying this, this, and this, and they're like, I
Mhm.
don't understand any of that. This doesn't make any. I'm like, wait, how does that make sense? He's like, the pages are aligned together. It says like he did this and he did it because of this. Why are you saying he did it because of this? I just like I kind of cope out. When somebody says like the power scaling people are cool. I don't care about that. That's just all like fiction, anyways. Like, hey, Goku versus Superman. Yeah, have your run of the mill. That's your own argument type shit. But like people that like have like narrative stuff, where I'm like, how did you? I don't know. You can feel a certain way about like the media. Like you're like, oh, I don't like Naruto. I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, that's that's valid. I mean, not everybody's not made for everybody, so you can not like it. But like you say, like, oh, Naruto's a bad character. I'm like, hmm.
Yeah.
How so? How does that? Because that's one that's like not of opinion. It's like more of like objective a little. Like you're saying, like the writing is like bad for them. Like this doesn't make any sense or this doesn't tie to this at all. I'm like, is that really
Yeah.
true? So I'm like,
And
how do
then
you?
the contrary to that people always say to me when I bring that up, they're always like, "Well, what about, like, the Marvel and DC fans, like, the superhero movie fans?" They kinda say the same things that anime fans do, and they kinda have those same dumb takes. But even then, I'm like, "Dude, they're not as
Not that
bad,
bad.
bro.
They're not
They're
that
not even
bad,
as
bro.
bad."
Like
They're
motherfuckers
crazy, but anime
just.
fans, they say some of the dumbest things I've ever heard anybody say ever.
Yeah. Do you remember the Chainsaw Man debacle was one thing? Oh, that was crazy. That was even people insulting the anime. People were getting mad at Japanese people for not understanding the show or something like that. I was like, look at them, they're so
Yeah.
bad. I was like, that's racist. Actually, I don't know if
It's
you guys
super
feel it's
racist. It's super racist.
like what do you mean they don't understand because they're Japanese? Like,
Yeah.
guys,
You
we live in a
understand that
world.
Tatsuki Fujimoto is a Japanese person, and he wrote the manga.
He said he gets us Americans, so he gets us Westerners. He understands. He's watched a couple of Western. He's watched a lot of Western movies and media.
I
Yes,
know, I
100%. I think most artists probably watch like stuff that's made in the mass like media in the Western world. They don't just stay
yeah.
particularly to the doors of the country. So
American
like,
movies are, like, ubiquitous, like, worldwide.
yeah, it's not like you like if somebody like had like a niche Bollywood reference, I'm like, oh, or Nollywood, I'm like, or Nigerian, I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
You
Like I've
wouldn't know that
only
unless you watch the
me,
thing. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Everybody wants to be a critic to like, but I don't know. Critics are good. I think critics are good in a lot of ways, but sometimes I just feel like critique is the end of enjoyment. A lot of times, motherfuckers.
Yeah, critique for the sake of critiquing is that what you said, the end of enjoyment.
We can enjoy this. So we can talk about like, oh my god, like I really love like Fear so much this season. It's like probably one of my favorite shows this season. But like
Yeah.
somebody's like, what? Analyzing every sort of part of it is like the opening, the way she does. It. I'm like, okay, guys, we can love
Yeah,
the
because
show.
that's such an unfun way to enjoy media. Because like, the point of watching anime or movies or anything is to have fun, right? You're supposed to enjoy it. It's entertainment. So, just the thought of somebody sitting there, like, with a little notebook taking like, "Well, the cinematography here, like, this plot line doesn't get" like,
The
bro,
angle of the
dude, how is that
camera.
fun? How is that fun?
You sound like you're
I mean, maybe it
bored.
is fun for some people, but to
Yeah,
do
but
it over critique for something you didn't even wanna watch in the first place, it's like, I understand if it's, like, your job to review movies or anime or whatever, but it just seems so unfun for the normal, everyday person to just watch something like freaking Jujutsu Kaisen, which such with such a critical eye, and it's like,
yeah.
for what? Like, do you like it or do you not like it? That's really all that matters at the end of the day.
I think if you didn't like and like really like doing stuff like that, it's like important. Like, all right, maybe just like, oh, maybe the animation, like you're wanting, like you're really like a fan of animation, so like you like know the animators that animated particular scenes. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, see how they did, like, but like overdoing it and like doing it every time. I feel like you see it every time something new drops. It's like, well, this frame was bad. I'm like, oh my god, like
Yeah, people are saying things
oh,
they don't even understand, like, "Oh, the
the
pacing of
rotoscope.
this thing was so bad." It's like, you don't know what that means, bro. Like,
I swear you got
I
to
don't
know.
even know what that means.
Listen, I feel like I know a good amount about story structure, but at the same time, like
Yeah,
I'm still like a damn. I read books a
yeah.
lot. That's it. That's not doesn't make me
It
like
makes sense if you know about that, like, for somebody like, Alicia our friend Alicia, if you know
yeah
Alicia X Life,
Mhm.
she
Yeah.
actually has, like, a background in
And
film
now yeah,
education, she took it so it makes sense for her to catch those things, but for the regular person watching, Jujutsu Kaisen again, it's like, you don't know, just watch the show, bro,
stop
you
it.
don't know.
I think
Just
that
I
was a
if you like it, that's cool.
facts. I think that was the main critique of like when I kind of killed my enjoyment for Chainsaw Man. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit more than anything else that people were talking
All
about. I
these
was like,
pretentious
yeah,
people,
I was
yeah.
like, bro, like I enjoyed some of it and I liked like some of the parts, but like it wasn't like a good adaptation from my eyes. But like then I see people talking about why you guys think it's bad? Cause like you guys don't understand like the camera angle, the rose gold, everything was flawless. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay, okay.
It's a yeah, even if they are
Oh,
right about that, it's like the average person, that doesn't mean anything
I
to
don't
the
care.
average
Yeah, I
person.
don't care about that type of stuff. Like I'm not like I'm worried about like the character moments. Like is
Like,
the interaction.
that's not gonna convince somebody who already doesn't like the show. Like, they're not all of a sudden gonna learn to love the show just because you told them about a reference to a particular shot from a 1973 film that Tatsuki Fujimoto is referencing. It's like, okay, that's a cool to know, but I just don't like the show. Like,
I
it's not
guess
gonna change my opinion.
just that and like I guess you I don't know. I prioritize a little bit more as I'm like getting older. Is like tone and then contrast for like different types of shows and media. Like okay, the tone of this
Okay.
like the happy tone contrasted with like a really serious show. Like somebody that's lighthearted all the time. Then they have a really bad moment like shit. Like I would say like comics do it probably pretty well with like bad. I say like Batman or Superman comics do like pretty well the contrast and tone. I'm like damn. It's really rare you see it in anime too much. It's there, but not like I like give like I would say I ain't gonna lie. These guys and I guess Fearin are really like good actors of it that do it today. Like the tone from like the series, like how it feels and like the conscious like you like the really lighthearted moments or like the fucking really deadly serious ones, but they play it off like oh just another day chilling. I'm like God, like I
Or you
think
like
that's what
the
makes
contrasting
yeah
tones?
the contrasting tones and like the
Because to me,
tonal shift.
Freerun has a very consistent tone
You think so?
throughout it.
I think it does, but like I think in some moments like I feel like they extra like the I guess like the happy one, not like a bad way. It's just like the happy ones are like really happy, you know. And like in the
Yeah.
beginning, the first 4 episodes are a good example. It's like it seems like oh this is pretty chill, you know. This is a standard little stove, and then like you see episode 6, like the dragon like from my fighting, it's like whoa damn this is crazy. Like this can get like this, those type of things, I guess. And I could put like a lighthearted moment, like when JJK talking
Yeah.
like with his friends, like Yuji talking with his friends, like the recent Shibuya episode is crazy. I'm like, God damn, this is sensational. This is visceral.
Yeah, yeah.
I think those are two important elements for like a lot of these stories, but I feel like they're not really appreciated. I guess in a lot of ways to media. I don't know. I was asking, like, do you feel the same way, or like there's like something more? Because I feel like we talk about
Yeah,
animation.
I think with what you mentioned with Freerun is more like, it's not a shift in tone, it's just a shift in, like, levels of excitement. It's like there wasn't much action in it up until, like you said, that fight with the dragon. Or no, because they fought that one dude with this who invented Zoltrack or whatever. Like, that
Yeah,
was a big animation moment, so, but I don't think that's a shift in tone, that's just a shift in how much action is happening.
you wouldn't categorize like a, I don't know, like what would you
Because to
say?
me, a
Like,
shift in
what's a
tone would be, like,
tonal shift
going from
there?
serious to lighthearted.
I guess that's what I use fear using that example is what kind of bad one I guess, but I would say you guys probably fits that more like more recently,
Yeah,
like
because
from
because there's definitely comedic, moments in Jujutsu Kaisen where they're drawn in, like, little chibis or whatever, and they're joking around,
and like somebody
which,
gets fucking
yeah,
haymakered and GG. I
yeah,
don't know if you're caught up, but I know you've seen that new
almost. I
episodes,
mean, I read the manga, so
but you've seen a new episode now, right?
well, yeah, by this point, yeah.
Had to gas one more time. Nah,
It's a
that's
good
all.
show, man.
Listen, I gotta do a little rapid fire round of questions that I have for you. Just
Uh-oh.
so the lightning round.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
So, what product do you clean with the most, Lysol or Clorox?
Give me that Clorox, bro.
Clorox, you
Wait, is
like
Clorox the
bleach?
one?
It's like the
Oh, yeah,
bleach.
yeah, no, which one is the one with no bleach? The wipe you talking about the wipes or,
Lysol,
like, the
Lysol,
spray?
Lysol is
Let me
the
get that
bleach.
Lysol, let me
You
get
want that
that Lysol. I think I
Lysol?
got Lysol in my room right now.
They put it on
No,
the
I went
camp. Put
back. I
it.
got Clorox dude, Clorox wipes come bleach free, dude.
Really?
Yeah, let me get that Clorox.
You want Clorox? Okay.
Let me take Clorox.
Man, listen. I'm more of a Lysol type of guy, honestly. It just feels, clean. Like I feel like Lysol has that lemon scent that really kind of makes you want to clean it. It's like it's like a psychological thing. I think that's
I feel
pretty
like
true.
Lysol is the move for sprays, when you, like, spray something down?
Yeah, but I feel like it gets when I do it. Like I got a bottle right here. This boy, the Clutch Captain, clean my entire
Yeah,
house.
that's a spray, yeah.
So
That's what I'm
it's
talking about.
good,
I'm
but
saying for
like
Clorox, I use the wipes.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I have the Lysol wipes too, but it smells nicer. I don't think the Clorox wipes have the
Mm.
scented ones,
No, that's
so
facts. Yeah,
it
that's
makes me
facts.
feel clean, and then another way. And I think that's a little psychological thing that these companies be doing. I ain't gonna lie, they kind of got me. It's the smell because the smell trick is like, oh damn, I think I need to clean again because the lemon
Yeah, that's
smell.
the whole thing. That's why they advertise the scents, like, "Oh, this is lilac scented. This
Oh
is
yeah,
citrus scented." Yeah.
true, true. How do you eat your sandwich? How do you eat sandwiches? Like, how do you compose your sandwich like at home? Like, what are your go-to condiments? Like, of course, bread and mayonnaise are like essential, but like, what do you put on your? What's your ideal
I like
sandwich look
it
like?
I like it as simple as possible. No
Oh,
more than, like, 3 ingredients, 3, 4 ingredients. So let me get some kinda meat, like a vegetable, like, I either do, like, spinach, lettuce, or, like, arugula or something, or maybe, like, a tomato, and then, like, 1 sauce max. Usually, it's mayo or mustard. I don't like ketchup.
you put ketchup on your sandwiches. It depends on the sandwich, I guess. Yes, but like ketchup on sandwiches seems unless it's a burger. Don't talk to me. Honestly, I think I have a vehement hatred for ketchup a little bit. I think just a little bit.
I don't like ketchup at
It's
all,
just
yeah.
so very. I love tomatoes, but just I've seen too many people put ketchup on like almost everything. It gives me the physical ick. I think that's my
'Cause I
number
don't
one.
like mixing sweet and savory. I think ketchup is too
Yeah.
sweet.
Ooh, true, true. You know what? Come here. Come here. You got me.
Yeah, I'm putting my
That's
hand
why
on the screen.
I fucking like you. That's why I like you.
Yeah.
That's my man. Jeez.
I like my sandwiches simple, as
You
simple as possible.
forgot to ask this when you were talking about food. What is a comfort dish for you, Loki? I never asked that. I was like, damn,
What is a what?
a comfort dish for you. Like, what is like your go to? Of course,
A comfort
like
dish?
a home cooked meat, home cooked thing, not like outside that kind of
Mm,
thing. Like, what would you have? You can have
I
anything.
would say I would say a good, like, baked mac and cheese. Probably as far as comfort goes. But the thing is I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't even eat that shit too often. But I'll tank it, I'll tank it.
Yeah, take the damage.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll
Shit,
tank it.
just like my lappers you saw earlier.
Hey,
Hey,
RIP Lapras.
we don't like Sabrina from Radical Red. If you're watching,
Yeah.
anybody's played Radical Red, you know.
If
Fuck
you
that
watch
girl.
his streams on Twitch TV,
Hurts me every time. But
yeah.
okay, okay. Damn. What's your favorite animal?
Um, rabbits. I think they're cute. I like a nice rabbit. I would not want one as a pet though, because I hear they're kinda crazy to have as a pet.
I have one of my mods. You know who you are, brother Dangin. He has a pair of rabbits. His rabbits are really cute actually. I fuck with them, but I don't think they're a little scary a little bit. I don't know,
I feel
man.
like you're not supposed to have them as pets. Like, they look like they would make good pets, but in actuality, aren't rabbits, like, crazy? Like,
I
don't they,
guess
like
like hopping around. I guess or like being free. I guess I don't know.
no, they do, like, crazy. They, like don't they, like, bite and
I
or
didn't.
not even no, I heard some crazy stories about rabbits that I can't remember, but I just like the idea of rabbits. Like, I like looking at pictures of, like, little bunny rabbits,
God damn.
but I would never wanna own one. Yeah.
Last and like most important question: would you, if everybody in the world kind of just just died? Would
Mhm.
okay, not everybody in the world, but basically you got to choose.
There's
Like
already a
everybody,
crazy
it's
question.
already everybody's already basically going away. Basically, everybody you know. Would you choose to like basically live like you have a choice? Basically, you can live alone with nobody or die with everyone.
Oh, okay, so everybody's dying and I have
Everybody's
the choice.
dying to be
So, for
this.
sure, everybody on Earth is about to die, and I'm like, I can join them or live
Yeah,
alone.
live alone with like everything. Like basically, like you can like you have the whole world to your own, but there's no
I'm
people.
living alone.
Really?
Fuck everybody else, bro.
Really? I
Fuck
don't
everybody.
know. I don't. I mean, that's interesting because
'Cause
like
listen, if I get bored later, I can always just, like, jump off a building and just, like, join them.
he said, "Fuck it."
Yeah. If it gets boring after, like, 5 years or something, I'll be like, "Oh, well, I had enough of that. Alright. Time to end
That's
it."
such an easy solution. Just like, yeah,
Yeah, 'cause why do I have to pick right away?
true. But like, I don't know. I was like, I'd probably choose to live alone. Just like I don't want to die. But at the same time, I think of myself like, damn, with everybody I know, I feel like a lot of part of like being a person and being like a human is like with other people. So like not
Yeah,
saying
we
you
are a
have your own
social
identity.
species,
So
yeah.
like living without like anybody, I'm like maybe one or two people would be alive and I'd be alright. I'm like, all right. I mean, at least I know I have like somebody. As long as they're like not no crazy murder person or some shit like that. But like if everybody just gone like damn, might as well kick the bucket. Like fuck am I gonna have fun? I mean I can have fun on my own, but like for how long? I would say.
For sure, yeah, no, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, for how long? Like, I don't have to choose right away, so it's like, even if it took, like I think I could live that way for about, like, 5 years before I
Oh
start,
yeah.
like, thinking, "Alright, this is getting kinda crazy. Let me join everybody else that has."
Have you makes sense. Have you ever punched yourself in the face? Do you think you're like weak or strong?
Um, well, okay, that's 2 questions. If I punch myself in the face and do I think I'm weak or strong?
No, from the punch, basically. From that, based on that punch, like, damn, I'm pretty strong. Or like, oh, damn, I'm pretty weak.
No, I've never punched myself in the face. Because isn't it a thing, like, don't people who try that you subconsciously, like, pull your punch? You know what I mean? Like, you can't actually full punch yourself in the face. Isn't that, like, a thing?
Yeah, I think
Where they
so.
say your
Like,
body automatically, like, subconsciously prevents you from hurting yourself?
true. Well, okay, let's say the limiters are off. You can punch yourself as hard. Do you think you can? You think you'd be able to punch yourself that hard? Like how?
I could probably, like, break my own jaw if I punched myself. Because 'Cause I've been in fights before where I punched other people.
You broke somebody's jaw before?
No, I've never broken anybody. That's crazy, but I know
You
from past experience that I can punch hard. I don't know, like, how hard comparatively, but I would not wanna get punched by myself at full strength. I would not wanna get punched by anybody at full strength. even if it's just like some little kid or something. Getting punched hurts. People don't realize that it hurts to take. It's not like in movies or whatever where people are just tanking a million punches. It's like getting punched once can like mess you up for life.
I said that before. Like, if the one thing I'd be scared of is a person that like if I got in a fight. Like, I'm a big guy. I'm like 6'4", like 270. So like when I walk around, I look pretty intimidating. So like if somebody can like take a punch from me, like if I'm like really mad, I I'd probably not want to fight him, low key, because that probably scare me. I'm like, oh, you can eat that? Yeah, you're good. Like boxers, stuff like that. People underestimate those people that can be fighting for their life. They are them. Don't challenge them people. Hey,
Yeah,
I seen somebody.
yeah.
I had friends, have little. Yeah, I can beat him, dude. I can hit him. I'm like, I'm not joining.
But yeah,
If he
those are
fights
people who
back,
have never been in a fight. Yeah,
you're getting cooked. I'm like, hey, words of the wise. Any advice to anybody? Don't fight anybody that looks like they can fight. If they're doing a stance,
just don't fight anybody in general because
yeah,
it's
just
way too easy to get hurt in a fight. Like
unless
people think
it.
they're gonna be tanking punches like Captain America or something. It's like all it takes is one punch in the wrong place, and then you're like paralyzed for life.
Hey,
Like that's all it takes, or you got brain
little
damage or something.
one hit to the chin, you're good. You're
Like,
knocked out,
everybody
buddy.
thinks they're a thug, everybody thinks they're hard, everybody thinks they're a badass. It's like, bro, it's not worth it, dude. Don't be out there fighting people.
Be a
Stay in
civilian.
school, y'all. Stay in school.
True.
Don't be out there fighting.
But man, do you have any other like to wrap up? So you have any tips for anybody like trying to do like content creation or just music, anything in general? I guess like life tips help them progress further. If you think about it,
My tip for content creation is don't do it. Stay in school, bro.
it's
Don't
not
do
worth it.
content creation. We
Stop.
don't need more content creators. We don't need no
Facts.
more.
We
Listen,
don't need you. Like,
if your dream is to become a content creation creator, switch your dream to becoming like a doctor or something, bro. It's not worth it. We don't need more Jake Pauls. We need more doctors. We need more lawyers. We need
Please.
more like people who know how to fix sinks. People who can like fix a leak.
Actually, you got a trade school. Go for it. Hey, he's spitting right
Yeah.
now. Hold on.
Don't be no content creator, bro.
Listen, I remember when I was niche to be dreaming about being a YouTuber or something like that. Like I was in seventh grade. I was like, man, I was looking at Machinima game. That was before I knew Machinima was a terrible company. Disclaimer.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
seventh grade. I was watching like fucking what is this? I forgot the dude's name. He played Dishonored 2. And I was like, damn, this guy is fired. He's like, I was
That was
watching
a
my
good game.
Machinima. Bro, he was like graduating high school. I was like in the middle of middle school. I was like, this guy is so lit. I don't know what happened to him. I don't even think I even subscribed to him anymore. I don't know what happened, but he was a
Well, yeah,
Minecraft
it
YouTuber.
seems like a good dream because you're like, "Oh my god, I can play video games for a job," or it's like, "I can, do fun pranks for a job," but it's like, the chances are
Yeah.
you're probably not gonna end up like that, bro.
I
It's
mean,
better to focus your efforts on something else.
something I would say there's a part of you to become to do things tangibly. Of course, like if you really like have something you're passionate about, you really like go
Sure,
do
yeah.
that. But like if you do want to concentrate, I'm like it's not like the worst path, but like just knowing like this, it is a hard, not hard in the sense of like laborious, but it is a difficult path sometimes, especially
Well, yeah,
starting with like anything.
it's hard, it's not guaranteed, and in my opinion, it's not really worth it because it's like there's a lot of
You can
better
get
if you just wanna be famous and, like, have clout, there's other ways you could do that. It's like, you don't have to make a prank channel or make a vlog, like or
make it
what
a
do
bunch
people
of
do?
crazy, make it a
People don't
bunch
even
of
vlog
insane.
anymore, yeah.
True. Or I don't know. What's the meta for YouTube, I guess. I don't know. It's kinda gone like any weird
If you
way.
wanna do like, a lot of our friends are reactors, if you wanna make a reaction channel, I mean, like, bro, there's a lot of other things you could do, dude. It's like, does the world really need another anime reactor? Probably not. Probably not.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, he hating on you low key. Prove
I
him wrong. Prove
listen.
him wrong. Let's
Oh, yeah, don't hey, I would
prove
be
him
happy to
wrong.
be proven wrong. If y'all wanna be successful and become successful content creation, that's fine. More power to you, but
You ever seen the
if
what's the
yeah,
meme? Hey, I'm just saying it's okay to have it, but I'm saying
for sure, it's
it's not
fine,
like
but
the there's a
probably
lot.
best to do something else with your life.
Don't
Like,
make
that
this
sounds like an asshole thing to say, though, but
Listen, what is this meme? It was like they said he took you win in your house, ate your food. Don't listen to him. Prove him wrong. Stand up. I think it was NFL. I forgot his name. He was a caster for it. He said that. That was
hey, yeah,
wild.
hey, no, for sure, prove me wrong, that's fine.
Same time, yeah, it's definitely like a mixed bag. So, like if you're not
Like,
really
don't
ready
drop out of
for it,
school, bro. Stay in school.
please don't drop out of school for YouTube unless like things are like working out like
Unless you're
really like
making, like,
bank from
5
it.
figures a month, yeah.
Like this is not. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
but please don't drop out of school to make anime reviews or something. Don't do that.
please,
Do not do that.
please. I make
We
me a
don't
little
need
sick.
another video essay about, Chainsaw Man, bro. We don't need that.
Juan Denji is the perfect protagonist.
Yeah, we don't
No,
need
no,
shout out to the people that
no.
are doing it, like,
Hey,
much respect to the work that people put into those videos, but
of
we don't need
course.
another one in we don't need another one.
Listen, we don't need your take.
Yeah, we don't need your take specifically. You'll be fine, bro. Just hit the books.
No, for any life advice for him?
Life advice? Just, like, general life
Yeah, just
advice, like,
general.
get good friends, dude. Don't hang out with weirdos. Don't be hanging around with weird ass people, bro.
Yeah,
You gotta vibe check everybody you're around.
true.
Make sure nobody's like a tweaker, and make sure nobody's gonna like backstab you. Make sure nobody's doing anything problematic. Just don't hang out with weird people, man. Because
Oh,
then
no.
you're gonna become a weirdo.
Yeah, look at me. Damn,
Yeah.
I used to be
He
a
started
stand.
Coma started hanging out with me, and look at him now, bro.
I
He's
was like,
wearing a
feet.
suit jacket with a normal T-shirt underneath
I'm telling you, this is the
and
worst fit.
jeans.
This is the worst fit imaginable. If you see somebody with this, the suit jacket, the shirt, and the jeans, you gotta flame them immediately. You gotta fucking flame the shit out of them because
Yeah,
they're
that's
not
a
right
mistake.
mentally. They're not right mentally, physically, or above. They're
Yeah,
crazy.
he didn't dress like that before he started hanging out with me. He was a
I
very
don't.
snappy dresser,
I never
but then
liked.
all of a sudden, yeah,
I never liked YouTube anything. I never liked anime before I met Damien.
yeah.
Never
And
seen
now look at
anything.
him. Now he's got an EV plushie in his room.
My nigga, though, I ain't gonna lie. I
Yeah,
am.
that's a clean plushie, bro.
Listen.
The bow makes it, the little bow. That's so
Uh,
cute.
he's
Dude, look at him, dude. Oh,
darling.
he's bigger than I thought he'd be
Yeah,
now
he's
that you're
fucking.
holding him. Yeah, he's huge.
Despite size of my face, you can put him on a little shoulder, little key.
That's huge. That might be life size, like how big an actual Eevee would be.
Yeah, if I had an Eevee, fuck a dog, fuck all the cat shit. Give me an
Nah,
Eevee.
facts. An Eevee would be the goat pet, yeah.
You remember? I think it's Emerald with a Rilla. Was it? Were they Rilla Brew? No, they weren't. They were like the what were they? They're Manchops helping the lady move. I was like,
Oh, yeah, the
I
Machamp.
was like, so what are they trying to get into? What the hell? You got
That
Manchops
was
just.
insane.
She said, put the package there. Like, yo, Manchop trying to go crazy on your mom is hey, that's that's what it looked like, bruh.
Hey,
Hey, I'm not mad at it, but let me end this. This is almost an hour recording, goddamn it. Hey, bro, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you, Jamie, a lot for being here, talking to me about
of course.
a bunch
Thank you
of
for having me.
your life, your randomness, and everything in between. Thank you guys as well. You guys watching, like, subscribe more. I will be posting this scope on a Sunday, so look out for next Sunday. These should be every week for the foreseeable future right now until I run out of people to talk to. And if that happens, I'll start talking to myself again. Don't put me in a mental ward. Please. I'm kidding. I'm not schizophrenic, I swear. Ugh.